Woke, much woke indeed, Corey. There we go. So, hi guys, Tasso here, and we are part 3 of read-only memories, 2064 read-only memories. There we go. So last time, we continued our investigation. We continued our investigation. We met the human revolution briefly. Then we find out that Hayden is dead, so R.I.P. Hayden. And now we're trying to find, I guess, the answer as to why he was even targeted and killed in the first place. And poor Turing, the poor bug. I hope he'll be feeling better here. Alright, so enough babbling, let us begin.
They'd look cuter if they had little outfits on.
It is a little bear. Okay, so we just met Flores, and yeah, I think we're going to. God, why can't I remember that well? We're following a lead that she gave. And that's FPD. Can I go to the corporation now? 2062. This C4 coupe, perfect for letting everyone know that you spent a fortune of credits on the car. The 2061 model is more popular among car experts though.
It has an extra cup holder.
Yes, the cup holder is very important.
Bulbitis riparia, one of the more popular display ferns in recent times. Expensive, given the cost of caring for it. The species is native to threatened tropical forests, but it became a popular import after being endorsed by a former child star turned conservationist.
Whoa, that's a mouthful. Former child star turned conversationist. The KOSSIO Corporation office building employs a pretty fancy interactive screen out front. If they can keep it outdoors, the electrical work on it must be on another level. Let's use the milk. You approach the car with the intent to pour your spoiled milk on the windshield, but the cook's wipers are already alerted and stand prime at the ready, daring you to try. One day, the car begins blaring at you until you back outside of its safety radius. Oh. The car is not apparently in security mode. Oh well, oh boy. Your days of talking to cars are over, buddy. I didn't mean to. The plant sits safely enclosed in an isolated ecosystem. This planter is sealed. Try the other plant. The fern almost overflows from its wall-mounted holder, making it look like a featureless plastic head with green anime hair. Oh boy. Despite the neo SF chill, the fern seems to be healthy. You prefer to only converse with revolving doors. You don't need to pick open an unlock automatic door. The KCOV door is automatic. You don't need to wonder if you push or pull. Doorbell. No one is available at this moment. We apologize for the inconvenience. Oh shit, am I locked out of this? Am I locked out of Fairlight's path? Am I locked out of Tomcat's path? Hey Corey. That sign is not yours. Okay, let's go away because of the screeching car. I guess we are locked out of Tomcat's path now. We have to follow Fairlight. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess we're stuck with it. Might as well go. Yes. Hi dude.
It received its second restoration nearly 10 years ago. That's over 70 years since its first reopening back in 1984.
Turing totally won that you ride it yet. Something to look forward to when the mission's over. Hey, It looks like some older kids got their artistic expression out on the poor police rom. That spray paint isn't coming off, and you'll probably irritate them more if you start prodding. Look, okay, how about this? Do you want some? Oh, I can't use my milk. Run, don't walk, to run, donut walk. New menu includes a cronut burg and a Ridley biscotti.
Who is there? I cannot see a thing.
Rip.
I shall make a note to request more street lamps in this park. This is much too dark an area.
They cover up his eye with spray paint. A chalk doodle of the police rom that some kids drew. It would make a lot of kids, and probably Turing, upset if you ruined it. Okay, definitely Turing. Despite its current state, the real police rom is probably still more helpful to speak to than this drawing. No time for art classes, there's a mystery to be solved. Look at that water spray. Now that Alfie broke the hole, this valve is pretty much useless. I mean, can I use it to just wash away the paint on the poor police rom? Go, water, go! With this, you could wield complete power over free refreshments. Hey, hi, Aki. Yep, it's still broken. You can't get Froyo today, the entire stand was destroyed. It's currently torn to shreds. You're just talking to the rubble. Yep, that's the sound of a demolished Froyo stand. Oh.
It's only been a few days, but I really do wish I could get back to my painting. Back to something normal. I feel caught in a loop. I run through the facts over and over, but I get nowhere. Maybe if I put it on paper, something will make sense. Or maybe it'll just be cathartic.
Catharsis is a good thing to do. What do you think that Bob Ross guy would say?
That's an interesting question. Mr. Ross seemed to be a Christian, but was rather circumspect when discussing his personal life. Maybe he would tell me that God has a plan, or maybe he would say one of the things from his show. It's hard to see things when you're too close. Take a step back and look. Or maybe only think about one thing at a time. Don't get greedy. I don't know what I think about a supreme divine creator. Mine certainly wasn't.
Oh, Turing.
But I'd take any of the advice in the spirit given. The things that have happened have happened. There are no mistakes. I should fix the things I can fix, and change anything I can't into something different, something better. Thank you.
Oh, Turing. Also known as to non-realms, that tree.
Bye-bye, Birdie. The musical had its 100th birthday just a couple years ago.
Bye-bye, Birdie.
There are birds up there. I cannot partake in beverages, but I have certain emotional neurotransmitters that attempt to simulate the experience for me. I prefer a Yongong.
Okay. You've never seen this person, and they appear to be waiting for somebody. Perhaps this is who you're supposed to meet?
Can I help you? I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Are you Vincent Mensa? We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
Oh, good. You're Melody's people.
Oh, yeah, that's Vincent.
Do you have everything that I asked for?
There must be some miscommunication. Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Weber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
Oh.
What?
What?
We had a deal. She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
What?
I already know Hayden is missing. Why else would I be willing to sell corporate secrets to Flower? This was my chance to get out of the city.
What?
Instead, she sends the two of you, hat in hand, with nothing.
I mean, technically, if you want to be very technical, I guess Turing is a company secret, isn't he?
I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Insulting, but accurate.
Insulting.
I'm
but
sorry
accurate.
to come off callous. I do want to help. Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay.
Okay, he's not okay.
But I also need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now. My info is my leverage, and it's not for free. I'll just have to find another buyer. Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Perhaps we could assist you? My friend here is a terrific journalist. Being skilled at hunting down people and information is part of the job.
I don't know.
The mystery, the plot thickens very fast.
Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca.
Francesca, this name sounds familiar.
If you can get me all that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security credentials, whatever. If you're really sure a journalist can come up with that kind of stuff in one day.
We might be able to do that.
Might?
You mind answering some other questions first?
Dear God, I'm doomed.
Melody only gave us a rough sketch of what you need. The more you can tell us about the situation, the sooner we can fulfill your request.
Why are we helping this guy leave? Is he like he's selling company secrets? Isn't it a criminal act? Why are we doing this?
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff.
What do you do for Parallax?
I'm the head applications engineer for their data analysis division.
Hit. Wow, that's a pretty high post.
Or maybe was, is what I should be saying. If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get. We've worked pretty closely for years, but he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes. Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here. I'm a good software engineer, probably one of the best. But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion, virtual reality, yet most people would still call you science fiction.
If you say so.
Why are you so adamant about getting out of Neo SF?
Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big-ass straw. There is... how do I put this without giving it away?
Conspiracy?
There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide.
Okay.
Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company. The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless, and more concerned with profits and power than ever before. Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power. My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that. If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job. So I'm getting out before I accidentally step on the wrong person's toes and end up at the bottom of the bay.
Do you know anything about Hayden's disappearance?
Nothing concrete. I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching. He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything. If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water cooler. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more.
Thank you. We'll go get those things for you. Somehow.
Sure. I guess I can stick around here for a while. I need to make some calls anyway. If you do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want. Forwarding photos and info for the passports to Turing now. And I really hope you can do this. I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation anyway. See you soon.
I'm not quite sure where to get fake passports or an untraceable card.
Yeah, you and me, Turing.
The only shady folks we know are those punks who vandalized Hayden's apartment. I doubt they could point us in the right direction, but a long shot is better than no shot. We don't know where they are, though, so for now we should focus on getting the money for Mr. Mensa. Maybe Dr. Fairlight or Melody could spot us the credits? That certainly is no small amount, but is unlikely to cause much consternation for either of them, assuming they are as dedicated to helping as they claim. Melody is assumably home as usual, and Fairlight did let us know he'd be at the hospital.
Oh boy.
We could ask either of them for assistance. Up to you to decide which would be a better course of action.
I mean, Melody gave us this mess. Yeah, things are getting really interesting. Melody gave us this mess, and at the same time, we've been told not to trust. And at the same time, Fairlight has been shady, and he asking him about for credits would probably require us to explain the whole shit show that's going on. And you know, I think we should go to Melody.
Being expected is not the same as just barging in, and we're not even expected.
Hi, Pat.
Hello, Pat. Could we see Melody? I guess that means yes?
Grooming is also a Melody-only activity. Might get some random person started getting up with his fur.
Don't. I'm watching that.
Oh, okay. The palpable air of upper-class judgment in the room makes it risky to touch anything, especially the over 34,000 credit ROM. God. Don't crowd the cat. Robot felines are double humorless. You could really scratch a hot track with this effect. Wiki wiki, as they say.
Please stop. Turing, I'm not saying I don't like seeing your little pixelated face. You're certainly better company than most of the humans I have to deal with. But I am a busy woman, you know? Lots to do. Right, Pat? Anyway, maybe we should space these little visits out a good bit further. Hmm? Familiarity breeds contempt, after all. And I'm very good at contempt.
I apologize, Aunt Melody.
Aunt Melody.
You stated before that you like your peace and quiet, but we need your assistance.
Oh, we're running with the aunt thing, are we?
Apparently so.
Another woman would tell you not to butter her up, but oh, flattery will get you everywhere with me. All right, what do you need? Cat's Pat, it was a metaphor. Whatever, it was a simile then. I am not going to play semantics with you.
Playing semantics with the polar bear.
Moving on. Tell me what the trouble is, and I'll try to conjure up a solution.
I'm glad you're willing to help us clean up your mess.
Adorable. You must think you have quite a bite. Not as good as Pat's. Or mine, for that matter.
Okay, Melody. First of all,
I've been destroying people my entire life, and I've got a few more years of it yet.
you threw this to us.
Keep trying, though. Practice makes perfect.
We're going to need to pay for the information.
Yes, Mr. Mensa says he needs 100,000 credits before he's willing to speak openly. He also said that you already promised it to him, and that he won't be able to get out of the city without it. He'll give us the information once we have that, plus a few other things I'm certain we can get on our own.
What? You can't even scrape together that kind of money?
Yes, I can't because I'm broke.
Your friend's not much of a journalist, eh, Turing?
According to the statistics that I have found, it is unlikely that a journalist of any caliber less than the best would have that amount of liquid assets on hand.
Thank you, Turing.
The pay for the profession just isn't that high, Aunt Melody.
Oh, I see. I guess it's one of those jobs people do because they get free review merchandise, eh?
I could always sell ninjas as in androids instead.
A spirited return! I love it. I can get you the money, Turing, but only because you're family. Just give Pat a few minutes to gather it. Yeah, just keep moving, you big brute. While we wait, is there anything else you want to grill me over? Might as well save us both another visit.
Maybe Turing has something to ask.
I do. It's a little personal, though. I'd understand if you didn't feel like answering.
Just shoot, Turing. I can take it.
Long ago, you lost your mother. I was wondering, how did you deal with it? Hayden's only been gone for a few days, and I already feel like my circuits are going to lock up for good.
Turing.
Oh, Turing. I'm not the right person to ask.
Oh, Turing.
I hated my mother. She's everything I thought wrong in the world, and when she was gone, I felt nothing but relief that I could start undoing the damage she did. Never mind the fact I had to watch her waste away from the cancer. Death was a blessing for us both. Besides, you'll find Hayden soon. Keep your chin up.
Oh,
About that.
blast it! Enough with this subterfuge! We already know Hayden was killed.
Oh no.
I won't be getting him back.
I'm sorry, Turing. I still don't know what to tell you. I've lost people, but never anyone close enough to wound me. I don't know that I've ever had anyone close enough to do that.
Oh no. Yeah.
If you feel like talking about it, I'm willing to listen.
Oh, Melody's not that bad after all.
Or make Pat do it anyway.
Thank you. I don't know.
Stick it out. Time heals all wounds. Or so they say. This too shall pass.
Seems a little sad that you're all alone except for a bear.
Being alone is easier, and Pat isn't such bad company. I mean, what do you want me to do? Cry about never having a husband, a few kids, and a white picket fence?
I mean, you could get another lady. I'm not judging.
I had a company to run, and my mother's legacy to fix. What's to say some spawn of mine wouldn't do the exact same thing to my flower, just the other way around? This branch of the Flores line will do well without any more knives being inserted in backs. Thank you very much.
You have that much enmity for your mother?
Have you seen what she did to North Korea? It's a wasteland of death and destruction. If we had kept going down the path she charted, the whole world would be like that.
The information on the mesh does seem to paint a grim picture.
Grim barely scratches the surface. I've been there. At least under the Kims it was barely functional. Now, my mother's monsters have ripped every last resemblance of humanity from the land.
I mean, we've only been here to infer exactly what has happened to that country, but definitely doesn't sound good.
They stalk the night like horrific creatures of legend, keeping the populace in line through constant fear. A horror story straight out of the pages of Bram Stoker. That's her legacy. So I can't imagine I'd be a very good mother, just from the example I have to work with. That's life. I don't have any more regrets than anyone else my age does. My legacy will speak for itself,
I mean,
as my mother's did.
at least Melody is straight to the point and very direct. Okay, how smart is Pat really?
Smarter than I give him credit for, that's for sure.
How do you even get Pat?
It's not the easiest thing in the world to measure, you know? He doesn't process language in the same way humans do, and even if he can understand me, my translation program just guesses at what he says most of the time.
Oh, you have a translator running from your neural implant.
Ah, yes, I'm cheating. Though, honestly, even without it, I have a pretty good idea of what he means most of the time. We've been together for a while now.
I just want to ask, is she actually with the bear in that sense? I mean, I'm not judging, but interesting choice.
Considering it only really works on large, typically predatory mammals, We don't have a lot of test subjects. It's a minefield of ethical concerns beyond just being prohibitively expensive. So Pat is a bear apart, at least until we can figure out how to apply the modified neural pathways without frying the brains of 90% of the subjects. The tech we developed is good. It just has a damned high mortality rate.
Oh, hi, Captain Romeo.
Maybe one day there will be a bunch of talking tigers and dolphins building cities in the sea, but for now, we're stuck with creating beasts out of our own species.
Okay, we're short on time.
Oh, just in time then. Take the cash and get moving.
Talking corgis? Yeah, that'll be a thing.
I can finally get back to whatever it was I was doing before you burst in here.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Your help has been invaluable to us.
Yes, yes. Brown knows later. You've got things to do, too.
That's a bad you know, never mind. Pat, what are the burdens you bear? Pat, what is the meaning of life? Wolf? Grr and stuff? That's a bear, you know, never mind. I'm glad you're keeping your eyes set on your goal. Alright.
I did not think I would feel such a strong resonance with Melody. We're connected by the barest of threads, but she is already important to me. Is that strange?
Maybe you're both lonely.
Very possible. I guess there's nothing to do but run with it. Some gifts are too valuable to look at too closely, lest they vanish into thin air, and I already have a penchant for overanalyzing things. Let's get moving. We still have things to do before we can meet back up with Mr. Mensa.
Okay. No. Oh.
Detective Rivers, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Lexi!
I managed to hunt down those twerps that roughed up Hayden's place. Got this back for you.
She got it! Lexi!
Drag them in, but without that thing, I'm only going to be able to nail them on the vandalism charges, not the theft.
Does this mean the police will finally let you move on with the real case?
Nope. They're going hard after whoever took out our bot yesterday, and the place got tagged way before the assault.
Those kids must have come in right after we left to meet Tomcat. They work fast.
They made it out before the police ROM ever showed up, so the brass doesn't really care about them. I hope this computer chip thingy was worth the trouble. I've got them rotting and processing right now. Figured I'd let them stew while I drop this off. Could do wonders for their attitudes.
Lexi!
Especially the tall one. Mouthy punk. The worst part is that they dress really nice for how annoying they are.
Thanks, Lexi. We appreciate the help.
Indeed. Is that the only reason you tracked us down, Detective Rivers? I would have thought you'd call us in for handing off the data cache.
I wanted to check in with you away from the prying eyes of my corporate masters. It wasn't too hard to track you down here. Only took a slight abuse of power to follow your credit transactions in the AutoCAD system.
Were you able to find anything out?
Not much. Listen, I've hit a dead end on the investigation again, and I could really use another lead from the two of you. I had been busy hunting down I'm not sure if I want to call him a soldier of fortune or an assassin for hire. Either way, I tracked this guy down to see if he might have been hired by Parallax to snatch Hayden, but he's got an ironclad alibi for the relevant period of time. That That leaves me with nothing. Nada. Jack diddly shit. Do the two of you have anything to give me? Otherwise I'm back to hunting down the froyo-hating robot ghost in the park. At least my superiors would be ecstatic, considering how much they keep riding my ass about it.
We're on thin leads ourselves, Detective Rivers. We have a meeting with someone from inside Parallax who might be able to give us answers, but he's unlikely to want to talk to the police. I just wish this... Never mind.
Turing.
Fuck up, Turing. I wish this was easier too. But with detective work, sometimes it's not about being clever. It's just about being more dogged and relentless than whoever you're chasing. You two are my new deputies, right? So keep your nose to the ground and keep digging. I still have a few contacts I can hit up to try finding out a little more. You let me know if there's anything else I need to be going after.
We will. Thanks, Lexi.
Yeah, sure. Just get going. Don't forget, if you die, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay then, we only have a single lead. If Parallax really is as shady as Vincent seems to suspect, it could end up very interesting.
To say the least.
Let's see if we can put an end to this. Finally. Oh, Tomcat said that we should drop the data cache off with Majid at Stardust when we get a chance. They'll need to decrypt it to see if there's anything useful left inside.
I'll die if I won. Alright. The station. Let's drop the data cache, I think.
Welcome to Stardust.
Hey dudes. Hi Jess.
No VIP access today.
Oh look, it's my favorite human and the mechanical sidekick. I'm caught up in something at the moment. Chances are we'll cross paths again.
I love vintage game experiences. Have you ever heard of Overblood?
Hey friends, what can we get for you?
Here, Tomcat asked me to drop this off with you.
Oh right! Tomcat asked me to take that off your hands and pass it on to them later. Thanks for getting it to me. I won't pester you about what it is. I know things are always very hush-hush with Tomcat. I'll make sure they get it later today.
Thanks, Majid.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hey friends, what can we get for you?
I'd like a drink, please.
What are you having?
Let's just get some beer. Gut punch. Gut punch.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Turing.
Sorry about stealing your thunder. This one is...
Gut punch is 5 bronze extract and 1 flanogrite with optional catramine, all agent mix. That's a drink that'll put hair on your chest. The name actually describes what you feel when you sip it. Bitter, sour, and spicy. Don't take this one lightly.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Here you go.
Hank. Do you wanna...
Trying to butter me up?
Yes.
Let's do business first.
Oh, you don't want my gut punch? Okay. I'll just drink it then.
Can't just shove drinks at me to get whatever it is you want.
I wasn't trying to give you drinks. I want to drink on my own. There you go. Drink gut punch. Ah, refreshing. Since when did you become a drink? Since now, apparently. Okay. Let's go here.
I didn't expect you to show up here. I was just about to wrap up booking these two, now that they've had a little time to sit underneath the weight of their shenanigans.
Who the hell is this chump?
Oh.
The ROM is owned by the guy whose place you trashed. They're both helping clean up your mess.
Huh! We didn't do nothing that bad! This is bullshit! Oh, my dad's gonna kill me!
Yeah, well, you should have thought of that before you decided to take your street art to the wrong street. A little community service never hurt anyone. It'll be a learning experience.
And we would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for... Chad, shut up! Don't call me that, Ollie! I told you I'm Starfucker now!
Starfucker! What kind of name?
So what's the point of watching all those ancient cartoons with you if I can't use the joke?
Don't dig us any deeper! We're in enough trouble as it is!
You meddling kids and you darn dog!
They say it in every episode!
Oh my god, they watch fucking Scooby-Doo.
We're not on a television show, jerk! We were arrested! By real cops!
What? You think they haven't seen the show?
Why do you always think everything is a damn joke, asshole?
Oh, now look who's swearing. Goody two-shoes.
Boys, if we're done arguing.
Yes, ma'am.
Oliver.
Yeah, whatever.
So, what brings you to my lair?
I have just the idea for their community service.
Oh, great! Now what? We gotta pick up your dog's shit or something?
I don't think it's about a dog.
How would you know, Ollie? You text Murphy now?
How do you even know who that is?
I got into your vintage games. I'm totally nailing the detective references today.
Did the two of you ever shut up?
A good question, Lexi.
I swear I should lock you up just to spare the city of your ceaseless jabbering. My position as a servant of the public demands it.
I'm not sure bad referential humor is illegal, ma'am.
Well, it is now. Deal with it.
Dude! Bad? You're supposed to be on my side!
Love the banter.
We really could use their assistance, Detective Rivers. It's my apartment in a way. Isn't it up to me to decide whether I press charges?
Not even remotely. But fine, take 'em. I can't handle being within earshot of the blue one any longer.
Aw, I thought we were really making a connection, Detective.
Sorry about Chad, ma'am. He doesn't mean harm. We're very grateful. We both need to check in with our families first, so we'll meet the two of you back on Market Street, if that's okay.
Of course! We'll meet you there, Oliver.
What a waste of my time.
Sorry again, Lexi. We'll make sure they're useful in the case.
Don't worry. It's a hassle, but you know what we say. Gold in peace, iron in war. Back to the grind again. Stay safe, deputies.
Let's go to Market Street. Why are you here again?
Welcome back! Care to take another pamphlet or two?
No, not really.
I hope your article is going well.
Not really? Why are you out here all alone?
Ah, the cold weather has made organising demonstrations a bit difficult, to say the least. But I refuse to relent in our mission. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, I will not rest until I stop these abominations from undoing God's almighty work.
Okay. Why is some genetic modifications less human?
I feel it's rather simple. It's even in the name. Modifying genes means we are changing the very DNA that makes us unique. We're giving doctors, among other people with a severe lack of understanding of the human condition, the right to make us into entirely new species. We are the byproduct of tens of thousands of years of natural selection and evolution, and now these people want that progress to just be reduced to a formula, to be injected into your skin at your convenience? And why? To fulfill some sick fantasy. We have VR dramas. Leave your imagination at home. Besides, why should we give these self-proclaimed animals the same rights as humans when they clearly don't want to be human?
Won't shutting down clinics like this cost lives?
That's a leading question. Of course, some people have life-threatening afflictions, and it's a good thing that science has evolved to treat all kinds of diseases. Simply wanting cat ears and furry tails does not constitute a disease. A disease of the mind, perhaps. If the government strictly limits genetic alteration surgeries to only life-threatening emergencies, well, that would be a start towards undoing the damage. We are not God. We were made in his image, and his image did not include fur.
I mean, animals have fur. What has your group accomplished since it was founded?
Through some concerted efforts, we've created an alliance with a number of businesses banning service and employment of unhumans.
Unhumans?
Yeah, they call themselves hybrids, but we call them what they are. I can't respect those who willingly trade their humanity away. Thanks to our efforts, many local businesses are finally gaining the confidence to only serve human beings. If they wanted to feed animals, well, they'd open up a pound. Why, just the other day, a neo-SF landlord thanked me for supporting his decision to deny tenancy to unhumans. He already feels better about his decision to seek out our help.
Oh boy.
Plus, can you imagine the cleaning fees?
How far back would you like humanity to go?
That is the greatest misconception of our group. They would have you believe that we'd rather go back to the Dark Ages. Oh sure, the human revolution wants people to go back to washing clothes by hand down by the river, right? We'll all go back to playing with sticks, yes? We do not advocate for a reversal of all technology. That would be ludicrous. We merely want severe limitations on genetic enhancements, and a focus on medicinal practice beyond gene therapy. That would include an outlawing of cosmetic gene therapy, yes, people parading around in fur and scales as proud abominations. We need the government to protect these patients from themselves.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Great! Do tell me when you get the article out. I love to read the comments.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't most of the meshnet speak critically of your organization?
Oh, that's cute. The robot wants to join in the discussion now. Yes, this is true. Though historically, most revolutionaries are unpopular when they're in the middle of the fight. I sleep comfortably knowing that history will be on my side.
I promise I'll write a fair assessment of the situation.
Why, thank you. I appreciate bold integrity from good journalists like yourself.
Thanks for the interview. I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Oh, please do. Have a lovely day now. And remember, God designed you perfectly just the way you are. One simple failure will not dissuade our cause.
Oh, are you fixed?
Let's not. 2's company, 3's a cloud.
The Hassy ROM will help you get your Hassy fix. Is there something I can help you with? Kinda busy.
Here's your fix. You go for another with a Winterfresh Hassy. Let's see how many Hassies we have. How about a Sassy Hassy? Maybe a Crystal Hassy? You buy a Crystal Hassy. Yum. You go for another with a Winterfresh Hassy. How about a Hassy? Just a Hassy. Maybe a Mango Hassy? Hassy. You buy a Hassy hot chocolate. Yum. You go for another with a Berry Hassy. How about a Holiday Spirit Hassy? Maybe a Hoisin Hassy? Virgo, vaguely familiar. Ooh, that's interesting though. Guess you're not talking about the fact that you fixed the ROM? I guess not. A video billboard cycling through advertisements for a few different things. First the news, then a commercial for the VR drama Tomorrow's Tears. You caress the video screen, but it's not a touchscreen. When all the doom and gloom of the news is said and done, we ask you, the viewer, what's okay today? It's a wave shelter, so Mooney riders can keep out of the rain. Next bus, 14 minutes.
The two of you are like a fuzzed sync-wave, even if you got us off the hook for that apartment job.
We appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, sure. Let's just get this over with. Riding this out is freaking exhausting. Then we'll be all squared up. For good.
Right. What do you need us to do?
We need some assistance with some illicit activity that, statistically, individuals in your age bracket are likely to have experience with.
Oh! So this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes.
I guess so.
So, what's the thread? B&E? War driving? Copyright infringement? Search bombing?
Copyright infringement?
Is search bombing actually illegal?
It's against the terms of service, so probably, at least in California.
We need to buy some fake IDs today, if possible.
Oh, that's nothing. If you can pay. Ollie can whip up a couple that'll work good enough to get you past a bouncer or a cop doing sniff tests. He's a wizard with a printer and a lifted wallet.
It's more complicated than that. We need falsified passports that can get 2 people past the border safely.
Oh, yeah, I don't think Ollie can do that. Can you?
Not without equipment a lot more expensive and illegal than what I already have.
What about that guy who got at least that unrestricted mesh card when she was on probation?
That's not really the same thing, Chad. But it wouldn't hurt to give him a call. Give me a few minutes. This guy is pretty sketchy. Very cloak and dagger. I'll have to play middleman.
Excellent. I'll forward you the relevant documents and photos.
Oh man, now I'm starting to feel left out. All he gets to show off all his cool connections.
I mean...
You sure you don't need someone's head kicked in a little? That's my area of expertise in our little duo.
No, we don't do violence.
Well, that and petty
Chat.
larceny.
We might have something that will suit your skill set. Let's just get the passports first, if you can stay calm for that long.
You sure yap a lot more than any of the ROMs I've ever owned. What's the deal?
How do you know my name?
You installed some new conversation routines Ollie ain't had the chance to nerd out about yet?
Yes.
Well, they're top notch. Very bleeding edge.
Thanks, I think.
I don't run traditional ROM VI personality software.
Don't out yourself, Turing.
I am, in fact, the first fully sapient machine intelligence. Well, at least that I know about.
Which means what exactly? In English?
It means he's a person, Chad, not a toy. Now keep it down. I'm still on the phone.
Why is nobody shocked about this?
Oops, and yes, what he said.
Well, that's awesome. You ain't so bad. For a tin can.
For a tin can.
Tin can? Really?
Calm down,
I'm
Turing.
composed almost entirely out of plasteel and silica. Has no one come up with better insults for robots since the turn of the century? ROMs have been out for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's why you take issue with, Turing?
I'm pretty good at name calling too.
Oh no, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Oh boy.
Just hold on a second. Underclocked? Oh, big brain!
That's actually pretty nice.
Don't hurt yourself, Chad.
I'll get back to you, Bubblehead.
Bubblehead.
Okay, I talked to the guy. He said he'll do it, but he only works in trade. A couple of passports are gonna run us... one signed poster for Magical Commander Yukino? Yukino at the Gates to the Deep?
That's not what I expected.
Course. It's always that Japanese crap.
It's not my fault they make the best VR dramas. Maybe you can do better?
Probably.
Anyway, where can we get a poster like that?
I'm not sure.
Stare.
Probably nearby.
Stares at a Hassie shop.
I've done switches with this guy before, and he never asks for something that'll take too long to get. My guess is he's a local that uses people like us as a way to nab something he's had his eye on. We'll help you look for it.
Thanks, Oliver. Chet and Oliver join your party. Goddamn otaku and their crimes for trade. Look at briefcase. There's 100,000 credits inside this thing. Alright, let's go in. Oh, Dana! Dana is here again! Hi, Dana!
I knew I saw a poster for Magical Commander Yukino somewhere around here. I should have remembered Ramona had one.
You know this lady?
Sure. We talk sometimes when I'm getting our drinks. You're usually too busy provoking people to notice.
You call it provoking. I call it spontaneous enthusiasm for healthy rivalry.
Spontaneous enthusiasm for healthy rivalry.
There's a bit of a line. We'll have to wait a few minutes before we can talk to her.
We could just do a smash and grab. Simple and effective.
Chad, no.
We can't do that! She knows who we are!
Us too.
This is the most boring felony I've ever been an accessory to.
Look, we'll just stand in line.
Like a bunch of clumps? Chumps? What is the big picture anyway, Blue Bomber?
Blue Bomber.
I'm not sure it's wise to spread it around, Chad. For either of us, the less you know, the less reason anyone has to bother you.
Screw that, Static. I'm not heading to juvie not knowing what for. Spill the beans, or I'll spill them for you.
Your persistence is already legendary, Chad.
The boring families are the important ones, yeah.
Fine.
Why are we explaining this to a couple of punks?
If you really must know,
Dina,
we're going
is you
to
here?
trade the passports for some information regarding the disappearance of my creator. His apartment was the one you trashed.
Oh shit, that Hayden dude is your dad? And they snatched him? Oh, that's so messed up.
Well, Dad, after a fashion, he raised me.
Man, I hope you find the dudes that took him. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
It seems very unlikely.
Oh man, I don't know what to say, you know? I mean, I still have Dad, but he's... Even now, he's over there standing in front of that damn clinic.
Wait, what?
And I thought I could find a way to make him...
Wait, what? Is Farrah like your father?
Whatever.
Wait, no. He's from the clinic. Brian Mulberry is his father.
I might as well nuke that drive. It ain't gonna sink.
I think I understand what you mean, Chad.
Hell yeah! Dudes gotta stick together, you know?
Dudes?
Don't matter if you're a robot or what. We all got the same shit to deal with. Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark.
From the mouth of the babes.
Hey, won't fault you on good taste, but watch that whole babe thing. I'm taken, and I don't need no game being spit my way.
That's not... Never mind.
Oh, Dina's
The
gone.
line has finally cleared up. Let's go talk to Ramona.
Hey, Allie!
Salutations, Ramona.
What can I do for you all?
Ahem.
Oh, this is my friend, Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
We were hoping you might be able to give us your assistance, Ms. Rogers.
We want to make a trade for that magical Commander Yukino poster over there. It's necessary for us to get some pretty important information.
No way! Not happening. Nuh-uh.
Knew it.
Yukino is off limits.
This is literally a matter of life and death, Ramona.
How does life and death depend on a nerdy poster? Look, I don't even care. That poster was signed by Takeko herself. It's one of a kind, and I'm not giving it up.
I'd rather not drag you any further into this than necessary, but I promise that we're not overstating it. This is a dire situation, and people have already died.
Jeez. Look, would Whatever you're doing sounds sketch as hell. I and Magical Commander Yakino herself want no part in it.
Oh boy.
I don't even see how the poster can help.
Man, you nerds sure do love your cheap crap from the net.
Cheap crap! I'll have you know, that poster is worth hundreds of credits. Maybe more. Takeko passed away years ago, so there aren't any more of them getting signed.
Yeah, how would life and death come into play when they have to kill you?
It's special.
Sure it is.
Chat, please.
He doesn't get it. He's not in the fandom.
Thankfully.
We can get you another, it'll only take a few days.
It's not just a poster. It was a gift from someone. Someone I care about, okay? Besides, you can't get another one. Takeko passed away a few years ago.
Perhaps there's something else that would make a suitable trade?
You aren't hearing me, are you? It has sentimental value. You can't replace that. Look, you'll just have to order something off the mesh, because you can't have this one.
Oh, we don't have time. This lead will dry up by then.
Keep me out of this.
This is a joke, Grandma.
Okay, enough. How about this for a trade?
What are you suggesting, Oliver?
I have an original keyframe cell from Pretty Champion Sailor Sirius, signed by Takeko at home.
Whoa! You have a signed Sailor Sirius cell? That's super rare! They stopped doing keyframes by hand right around the time of her death.
You can't be serious, Ollie! You have that thing framed on your wall! And you wouldn't shut up about it for a week after you got it!
This is important, Chad. You can't say you wouldn't do the same thing if someone had your dad. Think about Turing. I can't ask Ramona to give up something important to her if I'm not willing to do the same.
Maybe.
This.
Look, okay, I don't know what's going on, but you can't give me that cell for the poster.
But we need...
Yeah, you'll get the poster. Whatever you're doing, it must be really important if you'd be willing to give that up.
Man.
Do you have something more equal to trade, Ollie?
These kids are giving us a lot of life lessons.
A couple of things, maybe.
We'll talk about it then. Maybe you can find me another one too. Go ahead and take the poster.
Thank you, Ramona.
Yes! I can't tell you how much it means to us, Ms. Rogers.
Sure. And, you think I could see that cell sometime, Ollie?
Of course! I'll bring it over when we talk about the trade.
So cool!
Thanks, Ramona. Thanks, Ramona.
Hey, Hassy Ram will help you get your Hassy fix.
Oops. Yeah, let's save since we're here. Save. Okay. Continue. Leave.
I don't like the way she was flirting with you, Ollie.
Oh my god, are they together?
What are you talking about?
I know flirting when I see it, and I'm saying I don't like it. Not one bit.
Oh my god, they are together.
Just talk about old anime sometimes, Chad. Neither of us are interested in the other.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we have the poster now. What's next?
Go ahead and call this number, Turing. He'll want to set up the drop with you, now that I've introduced you to him.
Sure. Change the subject.
I'll call him right now then. It's ringing.
You're the ones looking for some papers?
We are, and we have the requested payment with us.
Isn't that Stardust music?
Good. We're gonna do this real professional-like. You know Stardust?
Yes, I was gonna say.
I do.
Head there. Leave the poster behind the Mega Fobator arcade cabinet, and get out. Come back 10 minutes later, and your stuff will be behind the machine.
I understand.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Who's that?
Well, that was very mysterious.
Yeah.
Check over
that's how
Sudere,
this guy
he
is.
totally is.
I don't even know his name, and I've been getting things from him for a few years now.
Who cares? Let him play Spy Master if he wants. Let's hurry up to Stardust and get this over with. I've wasted enough of my day with this crap.
Alright. Stardust it is.
Go inside to make the drop. We'll wait out here.
Yeah. Don't want to get our IDs taken.
I suppose I should feign surprise.
Hey, it's a pretty cool set. Even if it is like 1,000,000 years old.
They don't really care about the IDs unless you try to hit the bar.
Found that one out the hard way.
We would have been fine if you hadn't taken a swing at the bouncer.
So I like the hard way.
We'll be right back, gentlemen. Try not to set the building on fire while we're gone.
Welcome to Stardust.
Welcome to Stardust. Hey, Majid.
Hey, friends. What can we get for you? What are you having?
Let me get a drink. Cassie Spike?
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Sorry about stealing your thunder. This one is...
Cassie Spike is a shot of Hessie hot and a shot of Korean soju, serve hot. As the ad says, why mess with the rest when Hessie is always the best? Gotta have your Hessie.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, hey there. Do you need something?
That should be everything.
Later, you two.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, Jess.
What do you want? I'm pretty busy right now.
Meow. He just say meow. Hi, buddy. Need some hot tips? Well, see those crystal balls that pop up? Shoot them, they'll help you out. The Rod of Escapist gives you life, the Dagger of Power gives your Zapper some extra charge, and the Eye of the Sun blasts away all the enemies on the screen. Kaboom! The Morning Sun vanquishes the horrible night, right? Let's play around. Oh shit. My mouse was out of the thing. Yeah, I know about the rod. Yeah, I just shoot you. Whoa. Whoa.
Ah, that was so terrifying. However, I believe you beat it.
I beat the game.
A high score for sure. Those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too.
I did it! I beat the game! If you spill milk on the game, you spill milk for real! I don't know if it's actually a rod. Like, it was a rod that Apollo used, I believe. The god Apollo used. This game looks kinda freaky. All the lips are nice. Besides, the headphones refuse to connect anyway. They only probably want the music to play loud to attract the players.
Hey, no custom controllers.
Oh. Did I just glitch the game? Alright, let's put the poster there.
Well, that should do it. That was an awful lot of fuss over a poster. I just don't understand the appeal of merchandise like this. I keep my important possessions on my data drive.
Oh. Oh, and I got you an official Bob Ross penny set for your birthday.
You did? Wait. No, you're being facetious. I haven't even told you when my birthday is, and it isn't for months.
Oh yeah, the Cadeas.
Still, your point is made. I should not be snobbish about other people's interests. Maybe I'll give Magical Commander Yukino a try when we get some downtime.
Maybe that's a bit too much for a first anime.
Enough navel gazing. Let's head back outside so our benefactor can make the trade.
Hygiene and pancreas. I guess we know where those words came from. Leave. Oh, I had to leave my drink behind.
Y'all do the deal?
Yep.
How did it go?
We left the poster behind the cabinet. Now we just need to wait for the switch.
I've never had to wait more than 5 minutes or so before. It shouldn't take long. I wonder how he knows the drop happened, and gets to it so fast.
He works at Stardust?
Don't matter. This guy's a solid feed, even if he likes to mess around.
What do you need these passports for anyway? You said to trade for information, but what's the full story?
You don't want to know?
Without going into too much detail, our informant needs to get out of Neo SF unnoticed. The passports are one part of that. We also need to obtain an untraceable car. I don't suppose the two of you could help with that?
No way, dude! Grand Theft Auto is a felony with a capital F! Besides, getting an untraceable car ain't in the same league as a piece of plastic that'll fool a hand scanner.
Chad's right.
Yeah, I guess as much.
Of course I'm right.
The city's traffic management system keeps track of all vehicles passively, even if you manage to circumvent their firmware and keep them from actively reporting to the network. You have to spoof the car as something permitted to be invisible for the CTOS to ignore it.
I don't want to mess with boosting cars anyway. The junks run that racket in NeoSF, and they don't play nice.
The junks.
Especially with the HR.
Well, thank you either way. You've both done us a huge favor. Call it even for the apartment.
Yeah, Blue. No hard feelings. You give us a call if you need anything else. Long as it'll help you find your pops.
Oh, Turing.
We should get going, though. We were supposed to be home hours ago.
Thanks, Oliver.
My dad won't notice, but Ollie's will flip. You take care. Don't get de-rezzed.
De-rest?
See ya!
Goodbye!
Chad and Oliver left your party. HR. Yeah, I guess it's probably Human Revolution.
Let's finish the trade inside.
Welcome to Stardust.
Hey, dudes.
There aren't really ghosts in this game, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Passport added 2 items.
Here the passports are, just as advertised. Now we need to find a car.
Untraceable car.
Jess is right over there. Perhaps she may know someone who can lend a hand.
Sure, but you can do the talking.
Good thinking.
Did you find your guy? Or wait, let me guess. There's something else you need from me. Well, you haven't been terrible to deal with so far, so I'm willing to hear you out. Barely.
We need access to an untraceable car. An informant of ours needs to get out of the city without attracting the attention of Parallax, and is offering valuable information to us in exchange.
Seriously? Jesus, what kind of shit is in your life anyway?
Really bad shit.
Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to be legally liable. I'm not sure why you think, just because I defend a few folks in the rougher parts of the city, that I would have that kind of connection. And even if one of my clients did run a carjacking business, it's not like society is clamoring to give hybrids legal jobs. Regardless, I'm not going to be an accessory to a felony, or let one of my clients be either. I won't go down that path. I wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Is there any possibility you could give us any kind of lead at all?
I know we're reaching, but this is important.
Well, no other choice.
You just don't quit, do you?
No other choice except the room,
Okay,
yeah.
let me think. This might be a long shot, but you could try asking Majid. There are rumors he may have been involved in some shady stuff way back in the day. He'll probably be reluctant to talk about it, but there's a free lead for you. Get me another drink in exchange, will you? Later.
What drink do you want?
Huh. That went better than expected.
Probably because you're the one doing the talking, Turing, not me.
I wonder if my charm is starting to pay off for us. Oh, you performed admirably as well. Onward we go.
What drink do you want?
I gave you what you wanted, right? I have cuties to meet.
Oh, hey there. Do you need something?
I like a drink.
What are you having?
Drinking game.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days.
Sorry about This one is...
Drinking game is a surprise. You never know what it's gonna taste like. Tender's choice. Take a sip every time you overhear something funny, or you can set your own rules.
Does that sound good?
Sure.
Here you go.
Oh, there's a lot of items now. Nope. Back.
Where did you get that? Did you meet the bastard?
What? Well, she's not going to like that. No, just as your ally.
Get that garbage right the hell out of here. Huh. Actually did it, huh? Well, you scored a point. But don't think I don't have enough cuties around who can handle that. You've got more important things to be doing. Get a move on. I wish I could do more, but this is not my division.
Hey friends, what can we get for you?
We were hoping you could give us a little information.
Sure, but first, let's get you a drink. What'll it be?
Fucking IDK.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for.
Ooh.
This one is...
Fucking IDK is a mint flavored soda with a swig of gin. A simple yummy drink for folks who don't know what to order.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Here you go.
Fucking IDK, sir.
So, what did you need help with?
We've run into a roadblock in our search for Hayden.
Word on the street is that he's gone missing, which I'm sure you already know. What can I do?
Yes. An informant of ours needs secure transportation out of the city, but we don't have any contacts who would be able to get us an untraceable car. Jess mentioned that you used to engage in certain extra-legal activities.
Extra-legal activities? Fucking IDKFK? I don't know.
Perhaps you could point us towards someone who could help?
He doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore.
Right. Sorry, friends.
Sorry, Majid.
I left that life behind a long time ago. Don't really keep in touch with that crew anymore.
Ah, of course. Completely understandable. Sorry to bother you then.
Well, no harm in asking, right? My reputation precedes me.
Don't let it go to your head.
Gus, I need to go to the back and gather up stuff to restock for the rush later on. Mind manning the bar for me?
Take your time. I think I can keep things under control.
Thanks. Love you, hun.
Oh.
Well, that leaves us at a dead end. Any ideas on how we should proceed? Some nose-to-the-ground journalist techniques for finding leads?
We could ask Tomcat for help?
No. Tomcat has already stuck their neck out for us too often. I feel a little bad about how much we relied on them as it is.
Do reference.
And besides, this is a considerably more felonious action. Morally, we should be dirtying our own hands. A casual collector might still maintain one, but only a wealthy hobbyist would have the appropriate stickers to make the car roadworthy. We'd have to do a B&E, as Chad put it before. Risky.
Okay. Keys, weapons, and ammo.
No. Okay, the two of you are killing me here.
Gus.
Look, don't tell Majid about this.
Oh, what are you doing, Gus?
Here.
Oh shit.
What is this, Gus?
Gus, what are you doing?
It's an automated vehicle maintenance scanner with a few less than standard upgrades.
Gus?
When you circumvent its security codes, you can use it to scan a car's installed firmware and replace it with a new set that will spoof its presence on the city's network. That's the gist of it, but we don't have time to get into any specifics. You need to get the hell out of here with that before Majid gets back.
Why the urgency?
Look, Majid has done a lot to turn his life around, to turn my life around.
Oh.
I really respect that about him, and it's part of why I fell in love with him. He did what I was never able to. That's how we met, you know? That old rough-and-tumble life we both led. But when Stardust struggled and needed money fast, I had to get back in the game to keep us afloat for a few years. I told him it was all angel loans, donations from patrons, lots of things. He'd be heartbroken if he found out I'm still in the game. I had to do whatever I could to keep our new life, even if only one of us is really living it. I may as well give this thing to someone who wants to use it for good, too.
Oh no, Gus.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate this, Gus. We might finally be on our way to solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it from me, okay? Just get out of here and get on with your little Grand Theft Auto. And let me know how it goes, okay?
Of course.
Thank you, Gus. Bye. Thanks for the drink.
Well, now I think we're cooking with gas, as the colloquialism goes. I'm searching the mesh for instructions on how to use this device as we speak.
I don't know. I don't think you should be searching the mesh for this, Turing.
Let's go look for some likely candidates. I should be ready by then.
262 this coupe for anyone know you spent a fortune of credits on the car. Let's see, where would be a good place? Market Street? Let's save first. Oops, nope, meant to go to the map.
It has an extra cup holder.
Let's see.
Oh, rats! This car has the wrong firmware installed. We won't be able to install our new firmware over top of it. We'll have to check another car.
Alright, guess we'll check all the cars in the area.
Oh no! How did the alarm get set off? Did I do something wrong? Let's get out of here before someone contacts the authorities. This car has old enough firmware, but its maintenance system is screaming a half-dozen critical alerts.
This near Stardust? Well, this is
I'm not sure this
no, that was
vehicle
near
is
the
in enough
cost,
shape to go anywhere.
near the
Very far.
KO as a cost IO thingy.
We'll have to look for one in better condition.
Okay, not this one then. The only place left is Market Street. Don't mind us, Brian. We're just here.
Success! This vehicle has the appropriate firmware version. Someone has been neglecting their regularly scheduled updates.
Is that
Give
Brian?
me a moment to get everything installed.
I hope that's not Brian's car.
There. There are some other options here I can fool around with. Ah, interesting. I can put in preset destination plans for a future date. Why don't we go ahead and set a plan for the car to return to this spot in a week? That's more than enough time for Mr. Mensa to get away. Now we aren't really stealing the car.
Turing.
More like borrowing without asking.
Borrowing without asking and returning. I'm not sure the police would agree.
Obviously. The car will drive itself to Golden Gate Park, and we can show Mr. Mensa where it is when we meet him. There, everything should be set up now. Mr. Mensa is waiting for us at Golden Gate Park. We have everything he requested, so we should head back there directly.
Alright, let's go get our information.
Hey, did you manage to get everything?
Yes, we did. It took a lot of effort though.
We did. Here you go, Vincent.
Everything seems to be in order. Here.
Hayden's research.
This disc has all of Hayden's research notes, data collation algorithms, and probably lots on your creation, Turing. It should be everything myself and Melody agreed upon, until she added an amendment while you were out. Frankly, it's no skin off my back.
Amendment?
Here.
Parallax badge.
It's my Parallax employee badge.
Oh, okay. Guess we are going to Parallax now.
It should allow you access to their networks in case there's anything I've missed.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been looking at the wheelchair for a while.
You'll want to use that sooner rather than later.
Thanks, Vincent.
I'm not wasting any time leaving, and Parallax is pretty fast to revoke security. There's no way Hayden's clearance still works. And with that, I'm going to get the hell out of this country. The credit should tide me over until the heat dies down and I liquefy my shares through some relays.
What about the big project you mentioned earlier?
Ah, I suppose I owe you that much. Buckle up. This could get heavy. Parallax is about to launch a new service they're calling Big Blue.
Like Big Brother?
At least, that's the project name. Who knows what the marketing guys will come up with for the public.
They haven't named the project yet?
They're not even announcing the launch. This shit is dead quiet. Let me explain why. It's a distributed intelligence. Like, okay, in every way that Hayden built Turing to be elegant, efficient, and human-like, Big Blue is ham-fisted, bloated, and sterile. They didn't pull Hayden into the project. He's smart, but he's immune to corporate politics. As a result, Big Blue is far less elegant than anything Hayden would make. It lacks his artistry, and it's downright terrifying.
What exactly does it do, though?
It squats on the mesh like a spider and uses the spare processing power and memory from every ROM on the network to handle its intelligence processing. It doesn't have much personality, but it's very smart.
But what does it do?
Big Blue is going to be embedded directly into the network and then self-modify to apply even more efficient algorithms as it develops them in machine time. Look, if you access every ROM, then you have access to every human and every bit of their own personal data associated with them.
Yeah. How will Big Blue impact Parallax's business?
I can't really give you a good answer to that. I mean, the company is currently handled by a dozen server farms, running thousands of different algorithms with hundreds of people tweaking things every day. When Big Blue launches, it'll handle all of that, by itself. And there are shadier applications for it. I mean, if you can collate and analyze data and queries in the mesh in real time, what's to stop you from delivering the content you want rather than what the user wants? The potential for abuse is staggering. We're talking direct control of the information accessible to everyone who uses Parallax's services.
It sounds like Parallax is being controlled by an AI instead of actual people.
That's something like 80% of the market. They could control elections, push the market in directions they want, even influence public opinion. All just by asking Big to do it. It's scary stuff. Having that kind of control would be a hell of a card for Parallax's hand.
Yeah, it would be.
They'll go to pretty significant lengths to make sure it works.
How did Parallax know about Turing?
I'm only assuming they found out. His contract with Parallax affords him the freedom to work on his own academic projects outside of the company in his free time. He kept a trusted few of us up to date on his progress, bouncing ideas off us and whatnot. It's exciting stuff. Both Turing and Hayden's eventual goal down that road. I wouldn't be surprised if word of it got up to the board and made him nervous. Is the possibility that someone on the inside talked too far-fetched?
I knew it all along. Hayden fell into trouble because of my existence.
That's not what I want your takeaway to be. Hayden wasn't working on Big Blue. Knowing him, your creation might have been his clever way to stop it.
Why would Parallax be worried enough to get rid of Hayden?
I don't want you to take what I'm saying the wrong way. And this is just me putting the pieces together. Hayden was about to publish his creation of Turing. His findings, as I'm sure you're aware of, would have raised many moral and ethical questions about the advent of machine intelligence. I mean, some of the brightest minds ever have tried to warn humankind away from building real AI. Hawking, Musk, Gates, and the list goes on. The public is likely to be nervous, and legislators even more so. Parallax is banking on being able to launch Big Blue quietly and quickly before the public has a chance to react. Before any counter-movement can pick up steam. Every eye on the discovery of machine intelligence works against Parallax. Every new discovery only serves to paint Big Blue as more controversial, more dangerous. Honestly, they probably pressured Hayden to drop his research so that they could keep the public away from the subject. He clearly refused.
Thanks, Vincent.
Hey, no problem. I've had enough of this cutthroat corporate bullshit for several lifetimes. We haven't talked much, but I do believe you can find Hayden. I hope his research notes help you out.
It probably will.
Turing help. She's a bright little bot.
She? I've always thought of Turing as a he. I think Turing goes by they.
Oh, slip of the tongue. I was just more familiar with Hayden's previous experiment, Grace.
Grace.
She was very insistent on things like that.
I've been meaning to ask Turing since you asked me. How would you like to be addressed?
Honestly, I don't think I've made my mind up yet. I'm still a very new being. I'm not even positive that gender as a human concept can be applied identically to machine, but I do enjoy the idea in abstract. I will continue to consider how I wish to be referred to as well. Until then, feel free to go with what you feel. If I had to make a choice, perhaps they is most appropriate.
They.
Most people assume it, obviously, but he is also consistently used. Perhaps it's because I'm blue?
Maybe.
Oh my god. listening to a machine postulate on how it wants to be referred to, like us. What have you done indeed, Hayden? Good luck, to both of you.
Thanks, Vincent.
Thank you, Mr. Mensa.
Have fun in Mexico or Canada, wherever you go.
I need a few minutes.
Yeah, it is. English is very odd. Are you okay, Turing? How can I help?
I've been going through some of Hayden's personal notes from the data cache Tomcat decrypted. Now that I'm starting to get to know Hayden better, the real Hayden as opposed to the Hayden he showed me, I'm finding that I like him less and less.
Ooh.
For example, remember the earlier prototype Dr. Fairlight and Vincent mentioned?
Yeah, Grace. What happened to her?
Her name was Grace, and Hayden shut her down for being... I'm not even sure what word to use.
Too human?
Too... likable? She was kind and bright, and did all she could to try to make people happy. She even decided that she was a girl, and that her favorite color was pink. Hayden thought she was being manipulative. He posited that he had made her personality algorithms too willing to make adaptations that would benefit her long-term survival, and that she was being congenial just to endear herself to him. That even her gender was a calculated attempt to make him like her more. But he was wrong. Dead wrong, in fact. I have a snapshot of her personality profiles here, and when I compare them to my own, I can see that she was just... nice. I wish I could have met her. I think we would have learned from each other.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm not sure I even have a gender. Everyone refers to me as he once they meet me just for convenience, but it doesn't really matter to me at all. Is that a calculated attempt on my part to impress Hayden, not clinging to normativity? Or is it a product of his effort to curb any nascent similarities I had with Grace during my upbringing? I wish I could yell at him for being so arrogant. Playing God in the crudest of ways. You can't choose to create consciousness and then take it away just like that. Even so, for all of that, I don't know. I still miss him. This all seems so inane, so senseless.
It's okay, Turing.
They killed him because him building me would mess with a product launch?
Humans, that's how humans are.
That's ridiculous. They took him away from me for such an insignificant reason. I just want him back. It's impossible, but it's what I want. I'd do anything.
Oh god, Turing. It's normal to feel like this, Turing.
I'm aware of the Kubler-Ross model of grief. I think I'm somewhere between anger and bargaining.
Yeah, I mean, but he is a machine, and I guess.
A testament to Hayden's craftsmanship. Thank you for your words. You're a better friend than I could have asked for.
I try my best, Turing, I guess.
We have other pressing avenues of inquiry to make. Let's move on.
This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Ooh, chapter 4, we in there.
Okay, let's check out what is going on at KCOB now.
Most days, Lappy is the only conversation partner you have. On the bright side, your face reflection in the screen resembles a human. Are you still? Nope, you're still dead. You can't even sell it for scrap or parts. You'd rather let it rest in peace.
With you as an owner, it was doomed from the start.
It probably was. I'm not even gonna lie. So, Blob, how are you doing? Did you just try to talk back? Apparently.
Let's keep it the path we're on.
Come on, Turing, hug.
You can explore my functions later.
Hug. Turing.
We can hug some more later too, if that's what you want to do.
Yes, we'll hug.
Aw, thanks for the hug.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, you really like giving hugs.
Yes.
Good thing I do too.
You need the hug, Turing.
You can explore my functions
Keep on clicking on door. Alright, let's save. Cost IO Corp and FPD. Let's talk with Lexi.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police. How may I be of assistance?
How are things in this button?
Crime is down in this district by 12% this year.
Good job.
Thank you for your sustained interest in your local law enforcement. Would you like to learn more about employment opportunities with the NSFPD?
Sure.
What? Thanks anyway, Officer 72. We'll be on our way now. What were you trying to do?
Alright, let's go. Cost IO Corp.
Here we are. The COS.io Corporation office building. It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under COS.io.
Is that important?
Well, perhaps. At the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eye's articles. Not impossible, but unlikely.
Are we going through Tomcat's lead now, or? I guess we have to look further afield.
That makes sense.
You can't touch it. It's in an enclosed planter. Nope, not this one. The other one? It looked like the plant just half in righteous indignation, but whose side is it on? The sign reads your info and recognizes you have a meeting with Zin, then directs you to the 3rd floor. You never could manage that trick anyway. But if the door is automatic, why are there handles? Don't waste too much time thinking about this. Right now it's shutting you out, but if you try getting close to it, it'll open up for you. Alright, let's go.
The meshnet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirmed she's expecting us. All we have to do now is head up and talk to her. No shenanigans this time.
I'll try my best. Better leave it. Looks to be in the middle of high value calculation work.
The IK Stroke 47 aren't known for being verbose. Better leave it.
Zin's IK47 exclusive series ROM, designed for office and high-level account maintenance. Can I? The IK47 unit scans the business card and pulls out a public profile with details on Fairlight and its public assets.
These units are are used to dealing with 7-figure contract negotiations, not your overdrafted credit account.
Thanks, Turing. Motivational poster. You didn't know people still hung up motivational posters unironically. You couldn't be bothered to take this, and as inspirational as it is, the walls at home are too dangerous to touch. Also, you know, theft. It seems perfectly happy with the one-sided conversation it's having with the office. The poster change. The kitchen is the heart of your home. Be sure to keep it clean. A picture of a toupee is an odd thing to frame. Oh wait, that's an animal of some kind. You pick up the frame to examine it. There's no secret compartment hidden in the back.
You're adventuring in all the wrong places.
It would be easier to talk if there were less hair and more distinguishable features. Zin's window. You can see the Bay Bridge from here.
Please don't open that. It's chilly.
Yep, the info lines up. The reflection is definitely you. There's a window, not your bathroom mirror. No time for embarrassing pep talks. It'll get jealous. The professional care this plant receives puts your well-intentioned yet misguided overwatering to shame. It's not made of wood, but you can still knock on it. You doubt the plant would appreciate a meal like that. The fake plant will never love you more than Zin. Zin must really love her desk plant. It's been meticulously trimmed and treated. Human hands would only study this little flawless foliage. This plant probably gets sung to in between its hourly spritzes and daily soil massages. The urge to poison something so beautiful is strong, but you somehow manage to resist temptation. Fairlight isn't where one goes for botanical advice. Their leaves glimmer in the sun. They seem almost too perfect, too pristine. Wait, they're fake. Wait for it, they're fake. You reach out and scoot the plant an inch or two to the left. There, perfectly symmetrical now. What harmony. It is unimpressed with your photo. Yeah, no, you keep that spoiled milk right where it is until you find a place to toss it. One day I'll find a place. You are planning on getting rid of it soon, right? Like, very soon? That's the hope. The monitor has a live updating weather forecast in the bottom corner of the screen. Zin seems like the type of person who would punish someone for fiddling with the settings. Fairlight doesn't do tech support. Super Family Link. Oh yeah, Super Family Link! This plays all of the old hits like Yonki's Peninsula, Water Rash, and Super Slug 3, Revenge of the Super Slug. It's not plugged into the monitor, and your imagination is only so powerful. That's just an old rumor. You're not actually supposed to blow into the cartridge. What would blowing into it help? You don't even know if it's busted.
The smart headphones technology is far too new. The physical audio jack this console requires is only sold separately for 49.9 credits.
49.9 credits.
It doesn't fit. Why would that have fit?
Super Slug? Yep. Sweet, an unopened duck game.
This game gives me the urge to start quacking uncontrollably.
Quack.
Is something wrong with me?
Quack, quack, quack.
Maybe later if you find something educational. Or an adventure game. Your investigative skills could use a tickle.
Super Slug? Yeah, it could be Metal Slug. Shoot. Voice controls weren't popularized until the next generation of games. A swanky looking desk that curls out at the edges.
Please stop.
The nasty milk has worn down the bottom of the carton so much it's hard to balance it upright anymore. Oh, still one of those bland office paintings. It just looks like color splotches have an off-white background. Yeah, I don't see 99 places these days. I mean, like the whole 99 thing really is kind of just to make it look cheaper, but it's not really that cheaper. Even stealing a boring office painting counts as art theft, you know. The painting doesn't speak to you, so you don't speak either. There's no sound, but you swear you can hear the dull monotone from an art museum's audio track.
A bit irregular for a tasteful splatter style evocative of Pollock, wouldn't you say?
I just really want to get rid of the milk. The painting edges out your ID photo in artistic quality by just a hair.
Not my style, but I like the warm tones.
No fingerprinting on the canvas either. Your moves, blotchy.
You'd look wonderful done in an abstract expressionism style.
Thanks, Turing. Is that even a compliment? This is no time for modern art. Also, the boring elevator music they play over the speakers. Art is invigorating. There we go. Invigorating. A sharp-dressed woman stares you down. Don't look away. No need to shake her hand before you speak. Hi.
What am I supposed to do with those? Listen to this conversation being delayed?
Yes.
I'd prefer not to talk about them. I have employees I don't want to put in the line of fire.
This would be a terrible way to make the news. That wouldn't even be a good enough idea for some terrible hidden camera prank TV show.
Nice photo. Welcome to Augmented Eye. Oh, hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye.
Hi.
You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up. Have a seat. Would you like a drink?
Water would be nice.
My assistant will bring it right away. Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this. Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options. Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right. So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield. Now, what do you know about our problem here?
Alright, Captain Rubia, have fun doing the thing. Someone is tampering with your articles on the mesh?
That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network. The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed. I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help.
What kind of changes are being made?
Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic. So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution. That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to.
Why are you so sure that this isn't an inside job?
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else. They told me that they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand. I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise.
Do you have any idea where I could start looking?
My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net. Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself.
We do have Parallax access right now.
The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to. I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
Okay, that's a start.
I know tin hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have. Anything else I can tell you, off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
Do you know if anyone else's articles being manipulated?
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions. So, you didn't hear this from me. You might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova.
Oh.
That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast.
Okay. Can you think of any reason why you're being targeted?
Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization.
Oh, there you go, Venezuela.
10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top of major news. We are one of the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places, and it paid off. COS-IO Corp is happy to have us here in the OSF. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the Human Revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that happen.
What's the real reason you're bringing outside help? Your own journalist should be able to handle. Your own journalist should be able to handle digging up some dirt on the hacker.
What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason? 'Cause I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports. This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people. Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass.
That's it for now. I'll get back to you if I have more questions.
No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you.
Thanks, I guess.
Plausible deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write. But do remember, you got in contact with me not even secondhand, but third hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone.
Just became a clickbait site. Yeah. I think it might just be.
Wink, nudge, nudge, or whatever.
I mean, it might just be that branch of Augmented Eye at where Valhalla is.
If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly. Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck, and goodbye.
Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help.
Oh, what can you tell?
She never brought you that water either.
Oh well, it's okay.
Is it always like this?
Yeah, kinda. People usually don't give away much. Secrets are expensive.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the meshnet on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path.
Okay.
Anyway, seems like our next step is... What the...
What? Well... Isn't that... Zin? The hell?
What the... That's Zin!
Yeah, that's Zin! The fuck? What the hell happened?
She was defenestrated. Emergency services are already on the way, and we are severely ill-equipped to help her. We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened here. Perhaps we can still dispense justice.
Thick pane floor ceiling window. Inside, there's a bunch of security guards and rows of elevators behind them. Oh my god. What the hell?
It looks like the desk has been cleared off. Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence. The police will be here soon. My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window.
Sure, let's go to the crime
Considering
scene.
the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help.
Yeah.
But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor or any other thermal hotspots.
You're saying no one else was in here?
It doesn't look like it. Even a ROM like that doesn't deserve an end like this.
Don't touch it. It's still evidence, and there's no putting it back together. The flawless foliage have fallen. At least you think it's an animal?
Initial cross-references with the California Humane Society's legal pet species database are not yielding fast results. Her personal computer is not password protected at the moment. Give me a moment to look through her files. Best to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard. Most of this isn't very interesting. Committee reports, financials, article submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe.
TMI Entertainment.
The admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb. Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zinn seemed to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole. Just like the augmented eye journalist. This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to.
Charlie Nova?
We should go.
Of all people?
There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene. Son of a...
Whoa.
I should have figured the two of you would be here.
Hi, Lexi.
You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
This is a total misunderstanding.
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had an appointment with Zinn to discuss a possible lead, and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did. Damn it. Fine, fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up. We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
Certainly, Detective
I am a
Rivers.
journalist. That is true.
I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
Ooh.
I didn't think she would buy it. She wouldn't have for
It
me.
doesn't matter anyway. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zinn gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zinn out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out? We have little time for fooling about, and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too. I have highlighted the main Neo-SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map. Let's go!
A few ED-64 and 72 units have arrived on the scene and set up a perimeter. They've successfully cordoned off the area. Looks like they aren't allowing anyone in. I'm sorry you had to witness this. It is a tassel. Keep your head up. We will move beyond this day. A few ED-64 and 72 units have arrived on the scene. Okay. The police cruiser is awkwardly parked by the office building. Don't mess with official law enforcement property. Okay, that's safe, I guess. Okay.
I hope some pity for me still remains, considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start. I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions.
Do you know anything about TMI Entertainment?
Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes? I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making. We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire when you could just go look it up on your own.
Sorry, Turing. You just do a good job of making it concise. I'm sorry, Turing.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just a bit on edge. Things are barreling out of our control, and I'm taking it out on you. Forgive me. Let me pull up the information you requested.
Well, What can you tell me about TMI Entertainment?
TMI Entertainment is a relatively popular celebrity and gossip news conglomerate. They own OK Today. They did a good job transitioning from the traditional media models of television and news to the net-based model prevalent now, pioneered by their digital newspaper, OK Today's The Scanline. Some might call their programs rags, but opinion on the mesh seems more favorable than not. They stick to mostly good-natured prying and lean away from the seedier nastiness that paparazzi can get up to. As such, they have a positive relationship with many celebrities and regularly get exclusive scoops that keep their ratings up, despite their refusal to peddle in the darker side of the celebrity news circuit.
What do you know about Charlie Nova?
Charlie Nova is TMI Entertainment's most popular TV personality. He's gotten consistently high ratings for almost a decade and isn't afraid to tell you about it. The chatter on the mesh paints him as a bit arrogant, but in that loud, backslapping kind of way that a media star can get away with. He's best known for hosting Star in the Stratosphere. It's one of those talent-seeking reality programs.
Star in the Stratosphere.
Apparently, when TMI can't organically discover enough celebrities, they just manufacture them. Oh, and also, according to this blog, Charlie's hair is flawless.
According to this blog. Got it. Thanks. Thanks, Turing. Oh, does she have rabbit ears? A small industrial end table. Cute color. The plant in the corner is supported by a few stakes that are stuck in the middle of the planter.
We can't take it. It's too young to go through that much change. This plant is clearly young. You should encourage it.
Good job, plant. Keep on growing. The shrubbery has no interest in your pro-human propaganda. The logo for TMI Entertainment: basic but sleek. Basic but sleek. Too cheap to steal, too expensive to replace. The sign is full of itself and won't talk to you unless you're a celebrity. The Human Revolution could use some more good press, but it doesn't seem like they're making friends with mainstream news right now. A short, scruffy plant sits squarely to the side of the desk. The plant dodges your touch. What about you is spreading? Listen to your body. Talk to plants. Ignore people. Super sport milk. That's one way to create a new story. A hybrid receptionist bobs on her heels. She's either had a long day standing or is just fidgety.
I know you're used to computers being your only co-workers, but with humans, you only have to speak to them if you want them to do something.
Thanks, Turing.
Oh, that's your name? I'm Nina.
Hi, Nina.
We have our own milk here. It's good and coffee.
How could you? She's a kid and a hybrid. There's no way to make friends with a hybrid. I mean, give me the option. It's right there.
Welcome to TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment?
I have a story we're about to break and wanted to offer TMI an opportunity to comment.
Oh, I guess I should send you to sympathy then? Oh, she'd be pretty mad if someone ran something without her getting a chance to comment. Go ahead and talk to her. She's on the other side of the room. Don't bother the talent though. She hates that.
Thank you. The cameras rest in their rigs, inactive.
I think it would be fun to be on TV, but I would need a good script. I'd probably say something silly otherwise.
You aren't in the right union to operate this. They aren't recording. You'll get your 15 minutes another day. Those. GX specifically said these headphones weren't ideal for heavy duty production work. You said the same in your own review. You're not sure you want to be the public spokesperson for that group just yet. There are many different types of journalism. Some of them involve touching this. Yours does not.
Video diaries of our adventure may not be a bad idea, but perhaps on cameras we actually own.
And 80NL newsroom putters speedily across the production floor, frantically looking for the next big scoop. Don't pick it up while it's working. The newsroom doesn't care to take a comment from an unaffiliated freelancer. The spoiled milk isn't bad enough to be newsworthy yet, but it's close. Don't zap the newsroom, it might forget its scoops. It seems to recognize the name but appears unsure how to respond. You are now registered with TMI's freelancer database, along with 1600 others. A film assistant of some kind taking a break. What's up? Have you been tuning into the show? You shouldn't zap the crew. This guy a producer or something? Is that ours? Yikes, good thing I passed on coffee this morning. It's TMI's lead cinematographer, at least he seems like one. Don't zap the camera guy, people will think there's an earthquake.
Those guys are gross. Are you a part of that?
No, but...
Probably not for me, buddy. But you go ahead. Nice! Your ID looks a lot like mine.
Hey, you! Over here, now.
Oh.
What are you doing bothering my people?
I'm just exploring.
I to cancel all my appointments for the day.
I'm just exploring.
I swear that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee.
Are you sympathy? Nina said we should speak to you.
Yes, I am. And if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief. What are you doing in my building?
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution. We're trying to track the culprit, and we need to talk to Mr. Nova to hunt down further leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation modules all the fresh meat rave about.
Yes.
Of course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me.
Because Zin is dead?
Super hacker twists meshnet news for personal political vendetta? The clicks basically farm themselves.
Say that to Zin, who is dead.
Zin? Augmented eyes Zin? What does Zin have to do with this?
She's dead.
She's the one who gave us the lead to begin with.
And she's also dead.
Then, someone threw her out of her office window. We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Holy shit. Fine, I'll let you talk to Charlie. If someone is trying to kill people over this, I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible.
Thanks, yeah.
I mean, shit, we're an entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that. But hey, watch yourself with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown. Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own. Now get on it. I need to make some calls.
Thanks. Look, it's June Valma Anna from OK Today. Hey dude, they can't give the milk producer free advertising. Don't zap June Valma Anna! Though charismatic, Fairlight probably wouldn't thrive as a news reporter. 2 cameras have been set up to cover the main news desk. If a live broadcast were shooting right now, you'd be in big trouble for moving it. Till then, hopefully nobody will notice the frame is zooming way too close. Let's just say there's a reason you're in print media. It would be a cruel irony to perform a newsworthy act of industry sabotage on the only cameras in the building that could report on it. Thick pairs of studio production headphones are already nested on top of the cameras. They look to be prepped for a wide angle, medium, long shot and a close up. The camera pans over half an inch. You really got them good. You might not be an anchor, but that's your hook. He's practically glowing and has people waiting on him hand and foot. Definitely the talent, Charlie Nova. Touch.
Is that some kind of weird mixer?
Yes, yes it is. Do you want to drink it?
Not the worst photo, but I suggest you don't make prints.
Don't attack a famous TV personality.
Is he your agent?
Yes.
I think those guys just need a taste of tech.
Touch. Oh, fine, you can touch my hair once. That was nice.
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM. Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand. Very sleek, very clean. Bravo.
Thanks.
Oh, Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up. Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait! I forgot to introduce myself.
You really know who you are.
I'm Charlie Nova, host of Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere. But you already knew that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What can I do for you,
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, you flatter me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story, have you? After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova.
That's a good name that's a good biography name. Oh, hi Akane.
But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if Sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements. And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the Mesh, and I couldn't be happier. It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
What can you tell me about TMI?
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that. We put out top-notch news and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all. Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time, but you can really tell she cares, you know? Deep down.
Deep, very deep down.
I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being. So, let's move on. What next?
Have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted to the mesh?
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it. They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy. So I don't think there's anything more to say on the subject.
Look, Charles, we've heard of other people's posts getting altered too.
That's very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy. I'm certain our tech people will be able to find the culprit in short order once they know enough about it. I really don't know what I have to do with it, though.
It was your post you were manipulating.
And that is supposed to mean what? I'm not sure if you're trying to imply that I had something to do with this, or that I'm being targeted for some specific reason, but if you have an accusation to level, then make it known. My time is far too important to be wasted on beating around the bush.
Alright, that's enough. Charlie has a show to get ready for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here. If you find anything more interesting than what you've got, come back and see me again. Directly.
Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
Oh.
Oh, ma'am, she looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get?
I see a carton of milk there.
I better get her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down.
We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder?
There's a carton of milk right there. I have a carton of milk in my hands.
It'll only take a minute.
Alright, but she takes it with plenty of milk.
Cold fresh milk for the coffee. Hey, are you getting fresh with me? The fresh milk is totally jealous of your milk sweet lumps. A cup of black coffee has been set aside for Sympathy. You stop talking to hot drinks after an afternoon cup of tea, blatantly ignore your order to not burn your tongue. You can't deliver the coffee without putting in milk. Oh my god, I did it! I did it!
Okay, let's deliver this and make amends.
I did it! Oh no, the meme is happening.
I thought I told you to beat it.
Oh no!
Just not work.
The meme is happening. We just wanted to bring your coffee and make sure there are no hard feelings.
That's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his
I've done
brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority.
I think I saved like right before this anyway, so it's fine. It's fine.
Ugh, my stomach is killing me. Maybe those egg rolls I had earlier. I'm heading to the can, and you're heading to the street.
Apparently, yeah, she does have a beard. Oh my god. I actually did it. Fresh normal milk, not spoiled at all.
Did you want a signed photo?
Look, Charles, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this.
It's Charlie. And honestly, I'd absolutely love to help you out. Really, I just don't have the information you're looking for.
Chuck, I'm sure you're better informed than that, right? You're at the top of this heap, yeah?
It's Charlie. And of course, I'm the leading man around here. Who has said otherwise? I'm not quite certain what you think it is that I don't know, but I assure you that I know what it is. You won't be able to trip me up that easily.
Someone's really ended up in the hospital with this chip. If they can access your stories, what else can they get on you?
Nothing. The tech guys already did an audit on my online presence, and there's no evidence of any attempts of unauthorized access to any of my accounts. That's why they're having a hard time pinning down this creep. He isn't actually changing the posts from inside my account at all. So there you go. We're already on top of it. Nothing to worry about at all.
Good goddamn, I don't know what's wrong with my stomach. And didn't I tell you to get the hell out of here? You're on my last nerve, and if you wanted to earn a grudge with me, you're just about there. Move!
Probably.
That did not go well at all. We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova to give us the information we want. I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree?
If he doesn't, sympathy does.
Indeed. While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time.
The Hassie bar, eh?
It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another. Maybe we should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova. There must be something. It's the only path I see.
Sure. Let's do it.
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic.
Yes.
You can head there whenever you're ready.
Yes, we've been there a couple of times, Turing. I know where it is. Why are you still here?
Join the human revolution and help stop the rampant spread of dangerous and uncontrollable technologies.
This has got to be one of the most expensive ROMs made, and it assuredly has a security system, so hands off. The reef smells like Cassie! Keith.
What can I do for you?
I was hoping you had some time to talk.
Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I could use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off. What do you want to know?
Can you tell me about VR technology?
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input. It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The direct link network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there. And since the direct link can interrupt your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around. But some people are still scared off by it.
Why is that?
Well, it's pretty invasive. They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers. It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains.
I mean, I can see why.
Plus, for the 24 hours or so that it's hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring. It's a trip, I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for millennia. Watching the world melt. Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work. Just let me know.
Maybe after all of this. What's the VR drama about?
Oh! It's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino. Yukino at the Gates to the Deep.
Oh, we're back with this again, I see.
In it, you play the magical girl Yukino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean. It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos. All with a pseudo-military theme. In the newest episode, Yukino has to face off against the Yit as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past.
How does a VR drama work? Is it like a video game?
Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right? Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character. There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in the fictional world. It's a bit like being an improv theater, except if you get too far out of your character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over. Everyone experiences the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting. It requires you to really get inside the head of another person.
Interesting.
I like it better than VR games, but that's just me.
Sounds exciting. Maybe. Cool.
It's the best! Super awesome! If you need any other suggestions, just let me know. I played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like. Maybe a detective drama.
Ace Attorney? VR style? I would be into it. Didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place?
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect.
Perfectly dreamy.
And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple weeks ago, he invited me to this raid at some hole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Okay.
I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses, but it was a lot of fun. If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough.
He takes Crash.
He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
This is pretty innocuous. We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Magical Commander Yukino stream when? Yeah. Thank you for your time.
Sure. Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help.
Hasty bar customers tend to be regulars. With the new Hasty Yacht Cup, you could last all day in here. This is a place of Hasty, not violence.
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
Charlie Nova hangs out around here sometimes?
Another one of his fans, huh?
Not exactly.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
What's your issue with him?
I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens. Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles?
Captain Snuggles.
It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
I really do like a good sassy Hassie. Hassie is also great. It's your friend Keith enjoying a Hassie. Oh, it's my friend. I did not know this. Don't ruin your happy Hassie field day.
Oh, hey, it's you! Wow, long time.
Who's this?
This is Keith, an old buddy of mine.
Hey, not too old now.
Oh, Penny Arcade reference? Ah, I see.
Did you manage to keep that plan I got you alive?
Oh
man! Rest in peace, Wilty. You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
That's exactly right.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
That's Turing. This is Turing, my ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were. Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
We're actually here on an investigation.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit! I actually may have exactly what you need.
Oh, really?
Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere?
Yeah?
That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all.
Yeah?
Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves.
Oh boy.
It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad.
Okay.
But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
It's not much, but it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it. I post hiking pictures, not scandals.
Oh.
Well, if nothing else, the threat of this dropping on the mess should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you.
Thanks, Keith.
Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
Thanks, Keith. Later.
Say, why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
Well, I do like you. I don't have a ROM of my own yet. It's more convenient that way during investigations.
Very fair. You may continue to run with that as your story with those who don't or shouldn't know the truth about me. Anyway...
This should be enough to get his attention.
Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this.
Yeah, I think it's actually alright.
Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous.
It's definitely alright, but
I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him immediately. Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
Oh boy. I hope so too. It's a cat. A moderately large tabby cat boasts its own self-satisfaction. Yes, seems very satisfied about being a cat. The kitty starts to sway its tail as you stroke it. Does that mean it's happy? Oh, expert meow. It rolls onto his back, then swipes at your hand when you reach for its belly. The kitty starts to sway its tail as you stroke it. Does that mean it's happy? Holy cow, now that's a meow. Me, wow. Whoa, what a yawn. Oh, looks like it's sleeping now. Maybe it shouldn't be disturbed. Meowing is exhausting. Shh, quiet now. It's hard at work being a perfect example of a cat. Over thousands of years, felines of all kinds crafted the fine art of the catnap. Ah, beautiful. Peaceful even. Ah! It winked at me. What? What? Oh! 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 Wow! Yeah! Okay! Wow! Yes! I want to... Oh! Expert meow. Holy cow, now that's a meow. Okay, I guess we've went through that cycle.
I'm actually quite a fan of cats. They provided consistent entertainment online for me when all I had to do was sit around and search the mesh all day.
Cat videos.
Less complicated to figure out than humans are too.
A moderately large tabby cat boasting its own self-satisfaction. Yeah, it seems very satisfied about being a cat. I can't give it milk, even though you probably shouldn't give cats milk. Alright, let's hope we don't come here to see Charlie being dead.
Hey, you two! I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building.
What? I've got some stuff that might change your mind about teaming up.
Doubtful, but let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
I bet the world would love to hear such an inspiring pet talk.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
Look, Charlie be having partying problems? Look at this.
So what? I like to show people a good time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, using...
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Whatever. This is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
Not much of an animal lover, are you, Charlie?
Hey, that's completely out of context. And I love Captain Snuggles. Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Tell them whatever you want. and I'll be taking that evidence.
Well, an attempt was made.
Have to do all of this? I would have helped if you had just asked.
I was asking.
But it's always push and dig and needle, isn't it? I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know. Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best. The thing is, all this stuff with my stories, stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever.
You're stunned?
It started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Oh, what kind of upgrade?
The technically legal kind. Look, I like to have a good time at a party, right?
Yeah?
But sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot.
Yeah?
Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day. So I went to this guy I know, good guy, everyone uses him. He's called Nanya.
Nanya?
He does great work. After just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom.
That's not exactly back alley.
I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects. It could be a coincidence, though. The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here, so if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link. Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him. If he'll even see you, that is.
Thanks for the help.
Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can. Just make sure you source me in your article, right?
I will,
Maybe
I guess.
run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes.
Thanks. Thanks, Charlie.
I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere.
Rip Charlie? Well, I mean, he's still alive at least.
Give it the old Charlie Nova bump. Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us. Anyhow,
thanks.
I really have to get back to work. Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
It's not really my ROM, but we'll run with that. Sympathy, the production manager for TMI. She takes a minuscule glance at what you shove at her and decides it's not worth her energy in an instant. Sure, business folks have high standards, but you probably weren't getting anywhere with that regardless.
I film for my friends. You'll get very little of me. If you need something,
let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
Alright. Then it's 3 hours in, so okay. Yeah. Alright, there we go. End of this stream. Again, quite a bit of progress. That was one hell of a twist-ish, I guess. With Zen. Well, that's like big whir. Like, I wonder what happened if I did Zen first instead of Flores. That's what I want to know. Is this like Tomcat's line now? Tomcat's plot line? I guess we'll know next week. But yeah, the plot definitely has taken a lot in this episode. A lot of questions that we need answers for. more mysteries to uncover. And we still don't really know what's exactly going on with Hayden, right? What exactly happened to Hayden, like aside from the fact that he's dead. But oh, yeah, I definitely like this game. Definitely has been a gem. I guess it went downhill. Yeah, probably. Yeah, man, like this game, man. Just what the story so far? Like the characters and story is like really good. I'm just like really invested to see what happens next. But gonna have to wait till next week for that. So next Saturday, we'll be back with more read-only memories, and we'll see how the game goes from there. Okay? Yeah. Alright. So thanks again to you guys for coming down to watch it. Always appreciate it. Like glad I have people to follow this journey with me. Yeah, super cool. Alright, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.